Hi, Milo. So I wanted to pop on and just make a quick video talking about leadership. And we're going to use our Super Kids story that we read, or that you read last week in your Super Kids book called The Boss. So remember, the Super Kids realized they need a boss to help lead their club and make decisions about what the club will do. And God wants us to value or show this value of leadership. And leadership is the ability to lead and serve others. Can you think of someone that is a leader? Maybe in your community, or maybe more like globally or in the US, someone who might be considered a leader. I'm thinking of the president. The president is a really good example of someone that's a leader. In the Catholic Church, we can consider the priests and the bishop. So, like Archbishop Hebda, he is the leader of the Archdiocese of Minneapolis and St. Paul. Here at school, we have Mrs. Roach, our principal. She's a really good leader and shows that quality of leadership. So again, it's the ability to lead and serve others. The Bible has a great verse or great verses about this. It comes from John chapter 13, verses 13 to 17. It says, "You call me teacher and Lord, and rightly so, for that is what I am. Now that I, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you also should wash one another's feet. I have set you an example that you should do as I have done for you. Very truly, I tell you, no servant is greater than his master, nor is a messenger greater than the one who sent him. Now that you know these things, you will be blessed if you do them." A saint that really showed this is Saint Helena, and she is the patron saint of new discoveries. And a leader, a lot of the times, will discover new things. They'll think of different things that might work better in certain situations, or think of new things and kind of take charge to create those things. And so that's why she demonstrated and showed a lot of leadership, and that's why she's connected to our thing. I'm wondering, how can you follow Jesus's example of being a good leader? So that verse, or those verses I just read, we're talking about Jesus, or Jesus was telling his disciples, his followers, that his close friends, that he washed their feet on Holy Thursday. If you watched Mass or went to Mass or anything like that, they maybe talked a little bit about how they would wash feet, but with COVID, they couldn't. But during that Easter Triduum on Holy Thursday, Jesus washed the feet of his disciples and told them those words that, yes, you call me teacher. Yes, you call me Lord, but you need to go and do those things as well. So I'm wondering how we could be an example. So thinking of what all of the great things Jesus has done or did, how can we be an example of being a good leader? Thinking about how Jesus showed those things. How can you follow Jesus's example of being a good leader? I know one thing I really strive to do is I try to think of others, think of a way to help someone else out who might be struggling, whether it's something as simple as praying for them. Jesus definitely did a lot of that, so I always try and do that. I'm wondering, Milo, what you could do. How can you follow Jesus' example of being a good leader? Use your journal and write about that. Write how you can be a good leader like Jesus. Add a picture, and I hope you enjoyed learning about leadership.